Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Life with Shamanda, where we talk about all things mental health, personal finance, and overall living your best life. Alright, so today I am doing a video that I have seen on YouTube, and I was like, oh, I have to jump on this. I have to share my thoughts on this. So today I'm going to talk about how YouTube has changed my life with currently less than 2,000 subscribers. So we're gonna get right to it. I have 4 reasons or 4 ways that YouTube has changed my life. The first one is I've been able to connect with like-minded and different people. I've been on YouTube since 2017. I don't even understand, and I don't even remember why I got on YouTube in the first place, but I think I just kind of wanted an outlet. I wanted to be able to share my thoughts. I just kind of wanted to express myself. At that time, I did not know that I was a creative person. I've always been a writer. I've always been someone who kind of express my thoughts and my feelings, my emotions, like in the written form. So I would always use a journal, a diary, write poetry, write songs. I've been doing this since I was a little girl. And if you know my background, know my history, I've went through some traumatic experiences as a child, whether that was witnessing domestic violence or, you know, my own childhood illness, things like that. So, you know, I always needed an outlet. So I don't know how I got the courage to get in front of a camera and share my thoughts. I don't even know how that was even possible for me, but I did. And so in 2017, I started that way. And what I quickly learned is that there are so many people who are like me. Like, whether it's they were single parents, whether they were high school dropouts, whether they were people who lived with mental health issues, whether they were people who wanted to help people who lived with mental health issues, like therapists and psychologists, whether they were people who were trying to pay off debt. Like, I saw people who were like me or had something similar to me. And I just found that was so interesting. And, you know, because I am from a small town, and so you only kind of see the people that you grew up with or go to high school with or things like that. But I also saw people that were different from me. And one thing that did was allow me to get a, you know, different perception and experience of the world and of people with different mindsets. And so that is one way I feel like YouTube really changed my life. All right, the second reason YouTube changed my life is it allowed me to develop my craft. As I shared, I was always someone who expressed my creativity through writing, but I quickly learned that I actually like producing visual content. I just realized, like, oh, like I can write out like a script and like talk in front of the camera, or I can just turn the camera on and just talk and share my thoughts, or I could have a specific topic that I want to talk about, or, you know, just whatever. And I thought, wow. And so that's when I started to learn about producing. On YouTube, you can probably check this link here. I actually created in 2017 my first production through my production company, Lulubi Productions, and that was my web series that I developed. It was 5 webisodes, and it was all about my life, literally my life. I share about my life as a parent. I share about my life as someone who was going to write a book. It was a book at the time. Write a book, and I was considering moving to Atlanta. Someone who lived and grew up with, you know, brothers who were kind of in and out of the system, and kind of shared some of their experience of what it's like to be a big sister. Just so many different things. So, and I also, one of the webisodes is me going back to my adult high school through the community college. So I went back and spoke to the students there in that adult high school program. So sharing that, documenting that process and that journey was interesting, and it allowed me to perfect my craft and see that, like, okay, I can do this. I can produce content like legitimately. So one way, again, YouTube changed my life is allow me to really just develop my craft as a producer. Okay, the third reason that YouTube changed my life was it became an additional stream of income for me, literally. And no, I'm not like this huge YouTuber that makes all this money off YouTube. In fact, right now, at the time of this filming of this video, I'm not even monetized because I've been going off YouTube for so long. But it was definitely a stream of income for me. You know, being consistent, putting out content that is relevant and that people want to see, or, you know, just finding your niche of people who just vibe with you and your natural, genuine, authentic personality, not any kind of ads. You don't have to do any gimmicks or anything. Like, just be who you are. It can literally become a source of income for you. Also, there's affiliate marketing. So if you really vibe with a certain brand, you guys can come together and collab, and you can post that product, talk about that product, and then they'll give you a link, and people who want to purchase that product, they can purchase it, and that you get like a certain percentage of that. Or, like, of course, like brand sponsorships where they pay you up front a certain contract amount or whatever. So there's also, I've had opportunities to do speaking engagements, book speaking engagements, paid speaking engagements, because people saw my videos, they saw how I speak, they see the topics I'm interested in or that I'm an expert in, and so they booked me for that reason. Also, I've been able to talk about my book, right? And I always leave a link below in the description box, which is in the description box right now, where you can go and purchase my book, Wounded Healer. So if you have a product that you personally have created and developed, you can talk about that and promote that. Shameless plug, you know what I'm saying? Like, seriously, it's your channel. Also, so of course, my other product that I am developing or have developed already is my movie. So when my movie comes out, you'll hear me talk a lot more about that. Just spreading the word so that people can see it and it can have the impact that I believe it will have on mental health and people who live with mental health and, you know, survive domestic violence and things of that sort. So being able to talk about your products or other people's products that are very connected to who you are and your brand and what you believe in. I mean, honestly, YouTube, there's an infinite amount of income that you can make from it. So it can be, obviously, again, an additional stream of income for you. All right, number 4. This is a very big one. And I actually kind of broke this one up. So it's 4A and 4B. 4A is the opportunity to share my story. So as you may know, if you watch my vlog, you know anything about me. I am a teen mom, high school dropout turned almost doctor. And that story just kind of resonates with certain people, and certain people who can resonate with me and understand my story, they are able to listen to my story and find a sense of encouragement and just knowing that it's possible. No, it's not easy. No, it's not something that, like, again, it's going to be easy, but it's possible. And that, so me sharing my story has helped so many people. And then also just being able to document my story so that my children can look back on these videos and see me when I'm like 80 and be like, oh, I remember when mom was like this. And then of course my grandchildren, my great-grandchildren, they'll be able to look at these videos and see who I am and like learn about their grandmother who broke so many generational curses on the family. And that is important to me, to be able to document the journey. And just for me too, like, I can look back at these videos. There are so many videos when I lived in Atlanta and I had a goal to purchase a home. So maybe you'll see a clip here. All right, so I don't know if you believe in God, but I am a firm believer in God. And I truly believe that this year God has really put on my heart, I guess at least in the first few months or last few months, he said to get very specific with my prayers and my requests. What is it that you want, and what specifically is it that you want? And the first thing I thought about was really defining what success means for me. And for me, success is purchasing and owning my own home in my early 30s. I am 32. I literally just turned 32 in November, so I've only been 32 for like a month. But owning my own home is what success means for me. It's like one of those markers that I know I can kind of use to say, okay, yeah, you kind of hit another level. And it's not for everybody, because there's a lot of people who own their own home for years and they still haven't hit their level of success. But success to me is owning my own home and having something I can pass down to my children. It's also a marker of breaking a generational curse of poverty and instability in my family system. Or when I was trying to do, I don't know, so many different things that I have worked on, and over the years, maybe when I was trying to start a business, run a business, God, he always told me, you know, through different messages, like, it's gonna be okay, and you're gonna be grateful for this on the other side. And now that I've crossed over to the other side, for the most part, I'm like, okay, yeah, you were right. And so, like, I haven't even peeked at what's coming like that. See, God is good, y'all. I'm telling you, stay focused, find what you're good at. So as you can see, there are opportunities to document your journey, and you can look back on those and see how, wow, I've come so far. I remember when I was trying and praying for this thing, and now it's a reality for me. So being able to document your journey on YouTube is just like amazing. All right, and 4B is just the overall opportunity, again, to share my story. The whole purpose of me being on YouTube, as someone who is a self-proclaimed introvert, nobody believes me, but I'm serious, I really am. Like, if I could go on an island by myself, baby, period. Anyway, I love to inspire, motivate, and encourage people through talking to them, listening to them, motivating them, sharing with them experiences that I personally have gone through, that I've been here and I made it here. You know, whether that's obviously for me is my faith and relationship with God, but you know, there are different strategies and things that I put into place as well to help me get from A to B or A to Z, and you know what I'm saying? And so being able to inspire people to save, to pay off debt, to focus on their mental health, to have a good spiritual relationship with God, to learn how to take care of themselves physically, mentally, spiritually, to read books, to exercise and work out, parenting tips, even though nobody's perfect, but things that I have used, right? Whether it's like homeschooling, like there are so many things that I've been able to share on this channel that have helped so many people, and I get comments, DMs all the time, and I am just so grateful for this opportunity. So again, YouTube has changed my life, and I have literally less than 2,000 subscribers at the time of this video, and literally, so I am grateful for this opportunity. Are you interested in starting a YouTube channel? If so, leave me a comment below. I just wonder, like, what's stopping you? What are your thoughts? What would you start a channel about? Leave me a comment below. Let's talk about it. Thank you for joining my channel, watching this video. If you liked it, please like, subscribe, and comment. Let's keep growing. Let's keep sharing. And let's live our best life. All right, see you guys next time.